Sound check. Sound check. Great morning. It is Motivator Mindset Monday. We are going to get started. And today we are talking about chapter 3 of Who Motivates the Motivator. And it's called If You're Scared, Do It Anyway. If it scares you, do it anyway, honey. That's what we're talking about today. I'm here with my son. Aren't we twins? He's so cute. So he'll be speaking to you as well. We have our whiteboard on. We're about to get started. Also going to go live on YouTube. I'm not YouTube, Instagram. This is YouTube. How are you doing today? Drop it in the comments. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Let's go here with it. Oh no, that's crazy. Hold on. Motivator. All right, so if it scares you, do it anyway. Let's get started on our board. We're gonna be writing in red. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem. It's all good. So if it scares you, do it anyway. That's chapter 3, and we're on Motivator Mindset Monday. So the first quote in this chapter is, whatever you can't do, you must do. Great morning. Great morning. Drop what you're grateful for in the comments, in the chat. Okay, so let's do this. Let's read the first paragraph. Fear doesn't just disappear because you started a business. If anything, it multiplies. But the moment you decide to keep going, even when it scares you, is the moment your identity begins to shift. This chapter shares my personal journey of building a business and stepping into my purpose, even when fear was loud. What's fear, y'all? Drop it in the comments. What's fear, Dre? False evidence appearing real. For service-based entrepreneurs, fear often hides behind playing it safe, right? Playing it safe. I'm teaching about mindset. It's Motivational Monday, Motivator Mindset Monday. You'll serve others all day, but hesitate to bet on yourself. What does that look like? We've talked about that on these classes before. What that looks like is making promises to others and coming through, but not keeping the promises to yourself. Welcome in, Namitrana. This chapter is your permission to break that pattern, because the truth is the people you're called to help won't truly transform unless you show them what courage looks like in real time. Say yes to what scares you. Your growth and theirs depends on it. Y'all, this book is fire. Okay? So let's talk about the journey of becoming Coach Ablaza. I used to be broken, exhausted from giving my life and my all, and still having nothing to show for it. My mindset was negative and my bank account matched. You ever been broke? Okay. I was stuck in the cycle of working a job. What does that acronym stand for? Just over broke. I had 2 kids, 2 jobs, $0, and couldn't even afford to buy them a Happy Meal. I was doing DoorDash with my kids in the car and couldn't afford a Happy Meal. I remember driving DoorDash with them in the back seat, hoping the customer would answer their door quickly so I didn't have to leave my babies alone for long. Sometimes they didn't. I'd sit there panicking, heart racing, wondering if my kids were okay. But what choice did I have, y'all? What choice? Hey, Brassy babe, good morning. This is Motivator Mindset Monday. How are you? This system, America, is set up for you to struggle. They tell you to go to school, get a degree you may never use, Take out loans that put you in debt before you ever make your first dollar. Then they tell you to get a job that barely pays you enough to live, survive, while encouraging you to buy a car, have kids, get a house. All of it sounds like the American dream. Welcome in, Fotis Papas. Share this live out with 5 people. I'm helping people here. Share this live with 5 people. For most people, this American dream becomes a cycle of financial survival. It's not built to help you thrive. It's built to keep you stuck and wondering, should you get out? Can you afford to get out? Can you afford to start a business? Can you afford to follow your dreams? It keeps you stuck, chained to payments, dependent, distracted, and drained. I get burned out quick, so I know y'all burnt out. I didn't know it then, but I was living inside a design meant to keep me small. Things got worse before they even got better. I was desperate to provide for my kids, so I lied to get a home health care job. I told them I had experience when I didn't. My first day, I was giving a bird bath to a 400-pound man. And I remember thinking, this cannot be my life. But I did what I had to do. I had mouths to feed and no time to cry. Then came the job. It was a better job. You ever had a better job? Then came the job that paid me $40,000 a year. I thought I had finally made it, y'all. But what I really signed up for was modern day slavery. They thought because they paid me more than minimum wage, they owned me. Called me Kunta coach. I worked so hard, I joked to myself that I must have been picking cotton. That job drained every ounce of joy I had left. Around that time, I saw a woman on Instagram selling a vendor's list for boutique owners. Something in me lit up. This was my exit out of that job and just over broke. I called everyone I could think of. Hey girl, she's selling a vendor's list. You want to go in with me? You want to start a business? But they didn't. They cheered for me though, but they couldn't see my dream because God only gave me my dream. And you can't see anybody else's dream and support it sometimes. So what did I do? I figured it out myself. I launched a boutique named Soul Fetch Beauty and sold clothes for about a year or 2. But here's the truth. I didn't care about clothes. I was chasing freedom, not fashion. And because I wasn't passionate about it, at the end of the day, it flopped. You have to be passionate about what you're doing or you will not love doing it. It will feel like work. Still, that small moment opened the door to something bigger. I started coaching women on social media, just sharing my story and helping them feel seen when nobody else saw them. Hello, are you here, ladies? We now call them the Pretty Girls Don't Work. And for the first time, something felt right. I knew this is what I was meant to do. I knew I had a voice and I wanted to use it. So let's stop there. Let's stop there. You got to get this book. Let me put my bookmark wherever I just stopped because I know I'm going to be looking for my spot next time. So bear with me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my favorite chapters though, but I do want to get into teaching a little bit. So I'm going to tell you, how did I get past what I just spoke on? Don't you go anywhere. Here, write this on the board for me. Here you go. Write this on the board for me. Come on. Don't drop that because you know that costs. Okay. All right. So my son's going to write this on the board for us. Okay. So at the top in the middle, please, if it scares you, do it anyway. So start right here at the top. If it scares you, do it anyway. You heard me talk about how I went from working a job just over broke to working with women, training them on social media, and now content and branding. If it scares you, do it anyway. And that's what I did. I did it anyway. Ooh, I like this font, y'all, because it's giving scary. You better do your branding. I love that. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Yes, love it, love it. All right. So now, you got it? Oh, that looks good. Come back. Now, no, I got a question for you. Okay, y'all. Y'all know how kids are. He's bigger than me now. Look at my boy. Okay, DeAndre, what's something that scared you, but you did it anyway? Look at the camera. They can't see your beautiful face. Your handsome, mom. So just name one thing that scared you, but you did it anyway, and it worked out. Anything in basketball, anything in school, anything super stuff. Okay, now he can dunk. So did it scare you before you couldn't? Before you could? Oh. Okay. No. So come back and name something then. I'll just give you an example. Yeah. Okay, what's something that scared you, but you did it anyway? Shooting. Okay, shooting. So shooting threes, shooting dunks. Okay. Now my son is shy, but shy is a lie here. If you're shy, you got this, because if it scares you, do it anyway. Hello? Do it anyway. All right, so let's get into the book. Now, I was scared. I did it anyway. What came after that? When I first started the clothing boutique, I couldn't design my own website. So my sister designed it. But after that, I got training on how to build a website, how to shoot content, how to edit content, how to post, how to go live. And I realized I loved teaching all of those things instead of selling clothes. I found my passion. I found my purpose. I have a business degree in business management. I have a teaching certification to teach. And I realized there's a teacher inside of me, not kids. I don't want to work at the schools. I like teaching adults. So adult education, and my degree, my certification lets me do that. All right. So if you're scared, do it anyway. Let's first go back to fear. Fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing sorry, y'all. Oh, I messed that up. Hold on. Appearing real. Okay, what's false evidence appearing real? Hey, good morning. Welcome in. Drop what you're grateful for today. Welcome in. How you doing? Drop what you're grateful for today. Okay. Okay. When you want to know what something means, you got to break it down. You got to break it down so you can let go of it. False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is an acronym for. What does this fear do? It gives you anxiety. These are two words that should not be in your vocabulary. You need to speak and say only what you want over your life from here on out. Because how do you know something is scary if you ain't did it? And that's what we're saying. If you feel that it's scary, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Okay? Now, 1 second. All right. Y'all see me YouTube? I don't know why. Okay, let's talk about another thing that stops you from doing stuff. This is what stops you. You think you have to be perfect. Only people in this world, person, being, that was perfect is God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. You are never going to be perfect because people are imperfect. Stop waiting for the perfect time to do anything. The time is now. The time is now for you to do what you need to do. Drop a 1 if you've been waiting on everything to be perfect. You might be waiting on things to be perfect with your life. You might be waiting on things to be perfect with your job. You might be waiting on things to be perfect with your kids, with your relationship, with your money. It's never going to be perfect. Start today. Start today. Okay. All right. So let's move on to our final points. How do you start? We got to go to that, right? How do you start anyway? What I want you to do is a 90-day goal. 1, 90-day goal is how you're going to start, even if you're scared, and do it anyway. What could that goal be? I'll give you some examples. I have a branding agency. A goal for me could be in the next 90 days, get 5 new clients. That sounds manageable to me. What about you? Drop some fire in the chat. That sounds easy. And if I can't get 5 clients in 90 days, what can I do? Don't shoot me. I was playing. All right. What is your goal and how can you break it down into a 90-day goal? The really big problem with you getting started is you're getting analysis paralysis. You think you should have 5 goals in 90 days and you really should have this one. So what is your one? Okay. So what is your one goal? Your one goal could be to get 5 clients like me. Your one goal could be to start your business. Your one goal could be lose weight. Okay, so let's break down these 3 goals into micro goals so it makes sense before we wrap up. Number 1, how can I get 5 clients? I can run advertisements on social media. I can run email marketing. I could do text message marketing to all the clients I already have, to all the emails I already have. Those are called leads. Number 2, how can you start your business? A lot of people let money stop them from starting a business. However, you don't have the plan. So you can do your plan for your business in these 90 days. It's called a business plan. ChatGPT is free and ChatGPT can help you with that. And Canva can help you design anything if you want to make it look beautiful. It's up to you. I'm an aesthetics person. I like stuff looking good, but you can't just use Google Docs if not. Number 3, how do you lose 15 pounds? To lose weight, it starts here. It starts in the mind. 8 years ago, I joined a company called TLC, Total Life Changes. I sold weight loss tea and other products. That changed my mindset for the rest of my life. Me personally, I've always been bigger. I'm not big boned. I saw the x-ray with the big person and the skinny bones, but I'm a bigger person. Y'all know, like the Samoans, I must got a little bit of that in my blood because I be big. Now, I would always go over 200 pounds. Total Life Changes helped me not go over 200 pounds ever again, except for when I had a kid. And I'm done doing that. So you have to have a health mindset. So your goal for this first 90 days with losing weight is changing your mindset. It's telling yourself, eat to live. Don't live to eat. We are here to live a life that's fulfilling with our family, friends, and helping people that need our help. I build websites. That means I help my clients sell products to their clients, and that product might help them. So I'm getting a 2 for 1. Hello. If you start a business, you're going to help your clients. It could be somebody, welcome in, King. It could be somebody homeless on the street right now because you won't fulfill your purpose. So that's what starting your business today can do. And that's why the topic for Motivator Mindset Monday is, if it scares you, do it anyways. Because you're helping yourself and you're helping your prospective clients. Number 3, lose 15 pounds. This is going to help you feel better about yourself. When you look in the mirror, this is for nobody else but you. Okay? This is not for summer. This is not for vacation. This is not for your birthday. And that's the mindset you need to change in these first 90 days when you lose weight. I also do a weight tracker on my scale. It has Bluetooth. And I also have a paper. Every time I lose a pound, I highlight it. I have how many pounds I want to lose a month. This is what you can do 90 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, hello, everyone. If you want to start something and it scares you, today I'm telling you, do it anyway because you got this. And as we wrap up, today's live was chapter 3 of this book. If it scares you, do it anyway. You can get this book at WMTMbook.com or WhoMotivatesTheMotivator.com, and it will help you do the things that I just taught today. It's going to help you change your mindset, your health, and also your life. And you will change others' lives once you empower yourself. That's why it's called Who Motivates the Motivator. I want to tell you that today you can, you will, and you must be demanding. You can because you're capable. You will because you're strong, and you must because they're counting on you. And they could be you're counting on you. Your kids are counting on you. Your prospective clients are counting on you. Who is counting on you to stop being scared and do it anyway? And I'm counting on my son. He's still right here, y'all. That's my boy. What's up, son? He shook his head, y'all. It's all good. But yeah, somebody's counting on you to start today. And lastly, before I let you go, I know sometimes you get fear, you get depressed, you get anxious, but when you do that, I want you to do this. Stick your hand out. Stick your hand out. Put your hand on your pulse. Put your fingers on your pulse. Feel that pulse? Anytime you feel discouraged, you tell yourself, if I have a pulse, I have a purpose. Say it with me, DeAndre. If I have a pulse, I have a purpose. See you later. Have a good, happy Monday.